I'm Sharon Bill. Welcome to my Music Theory Tuition series where I work with you step by step through the ABRSM Discovering Music Theory grades. I'll work through every single exercise and explain everything you need to know. You can access information about the books I have available to help you on my website. Go to sharonbill.com. For advert-free and longer lessons, you can become a patron at patreon.com/SharonBill. If you can give me a like, that would be super, and please do subscribe to my channel to stay updated. You can support this channel by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/SharonBill. Continuing on to exercise 6 of page 14 of the grade 5 Discovering Music Theory workbook, we're continuing to look at the relationship between all of the different clefs and looking at the related pitch. And so on exercise 6 we have a similar exercise to the previous exercise where we tick to show if the melody that follows the second melody is an octave lower than the first melody. So now not just individual notes but the whole melody. However, the principle remains the same. We look at the relationship between the notes and we also refer back to middle C to make sure we've got the correct octaves. So we need to make sure that the second melody is an octave lower than the first. And so here we can see in the treble clef, this is middle C at the bottom of the treble. And so we have F, A, C, an octave above. And then here we have our tenor clef, this is middle C, and so we're beginning on middle C, and so we are indeed an octave lower, and we can see that everything then follows down step, 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 down a third, up a fourth, and so that is correct, it's an octave lower. If you feel able to, do carry on your own. Just press pause, have a go on your own, and then by all means pop back into the video and we can check these through together. And so moving on, here we can see that this is the C, D, E, F, G above middle C. And we need to make sure that the second melody is an octave lower. Now this is middle C, and so the G below that is what we're after. C, B, A, we should be here. In actual fact, we're on the C, D, E, F, G above middle C. We're actually at pitch. That's exactly the same note, which is not what the question's asking, and so that's incorrect. It's not an octave lower, it's exactly the same pitch. Pressing on, let's see what we've got here. Now this is C, D, E, F above middle C, and so we're looking now for the F below middle C. Now this looks promising, but C, B, A, G, F, this is an E. So it's an octave lower, but then it's another step lower. This is the E, and so everything is now going to be a step out. So it looked like it could be correct, but it's not because it's the wrong note. It's not an F, it's an E, so that's incorrect. Now here, this is middle C and the tenor clef, so that's the D above middle C. And now we need to have the D below middle C. So if this is middle C, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, that is indeed an octave lower, and then everything down a fourth, third, step, step, third. So that is correct. And then finally, here we have the C, D, E, F, well F sharp, but of course your key signature deals with all of that, above middle C, and so now we're looking for the F below middle C. So we can tell we're wrong straight away because that's middle C, C, B, A, G. We should be here. What we've actually got is the C, D, E, F above, we're actually at pitch. And you can see as the clef jumps up a third, the notes jump up a third, this is exactly the same pitch. And so that's not what we're after. The question's asking for the second melody to be an octave lower, so that's incorrect. And now at the bottom of the page, we get the opportunity to try our own. So this is an opportunity to exercise your manuscript skills. And so a nice sharp pencil. And we're asked to rewrite these melodies an octave lower from whichever clef into the tenor clef. And so we've got to apply the same principles, but we've just got to write it out for ourselves. Now I think there's a lot going on here because we're going to have to kind of think about the notes, think about the pitch, then we're going to have to deal with stems. And so I suggest you take it a step at a time. So first of all, let's just get the blobs in the correct place. Now we need to make sure we're going an octave lower, not at pitch. So at the moment, this is the F, an octave plus above middle C. So if we drop it down an octave as it's supposed to be, we're going to be starting here on the F just above middle C. And so now that gives us our opportunity. So just one octave lower. So here is the F, an octave plus middle C. And so now we're going to be just an octave lower, which takes us to the C, D, E, F. There, that is an octave lower. And so now we can just work everything out in relationship to that. So I'm just going to get the note heads in place. Let's just get the blobs in the right place. And so we go up a third, F, G, A. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to take us to this note. And I'm keeping everything aligned with the notes that I'm following, just so I don't get lost, really. Let's keep everything aligned so we can keep track. Then we should be back to the note we started on. And now we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now then, there's our clue, because that is middle C. And here, if we're an octave lower, that's C. An octave lower is middle C. So there's our clue. Now down a step, that's the B, we need to add the natural. And then back again. So that's the hard thinking done. Now we've just got to think about the stems. Now as it happens, everything is above the line, so we go into the middle line, so we just have all the stems pointing down. Perhaps use a ruler. Just keep it nice and neat. And because this begins and ends on the same pitch, that won't sort of rise or fall, it'll just be straight. That can just pop in the middle there. So we get the same opportunity again here. At the moment, now we are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And so that is the F, an octave plus. So let's just get this down an octave first, and that's where we're going to have to write it into the tenor clef. So let's get it down an octave first. That's where we're aiming for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let's go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is the C, D, E, F, just above middle C. That's where we need to be. Of course it's F sharp, but your key signature will deal with that. So let's just get our blobs in the right place. Let's get the nuts and bolts down first. So C, D, E, F. That's our starting point, and now we can work everything out in relationship. So this is now coming down a step with a sharp. Then we're going back to where we started, back up a step. Now we've got a big leap down here, going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's check we've got the right note here. C, D, E, F, G, C, B, A, G. That's correct. That's the G. Well, it's the G sharp above middle C. This is the G sharp below middle C. The key signature does the job for us though. Up a step. Actually, I've got a little bit close there. Let's just keep it aligned. Because a quaver lasts longer than a semiquaver. We need to show that in the spacing. And then down a third there. And so this is C, D, E, F, C, B, A, G, F. We know that we're correct. And now we've just got to put the stems in. So these stems are above the middle line, so they can go down. Now here, although this is above, these are below, and this is the one that's furthest away. So although there are two of those, because this is now much further away from the middle line, this one kind of wins the vote. This one needs the stem to go down. Kind of is the most needy case, as it were. That's how you decide which way to put the stems. Got a bit carried away there with my ruler. And then these two are semiquavers. And then back to stem up for this last note. And that's that challenge and that page completed. I hope this is helpful to your studies. Please do like and subscribe to stay updated. If you'd like to support this channel, you can buy me a coffee, and for advert-free lessons, you can become a patron. Do visit my website where you'll find many resources available to help you. Visit sharonbill.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.